I'm here because you asked me to be here, and I'm gonna say that I'm feeling a little insulted that you don't want me to be here.
I don't want you to be here.
You've interviewed just about everyone else you've worked with. Why
would I want you to be here?
Have me on.
This is my show. It's bschwitty.
Welcome back to
Rewind with bschwitty.
Fine. Do it. It's mine.
Welcome back to Rewind with bschwitty because I really don't have anything to say since he's here. My guest today is Brandon Schwitter of Midnight Cellars, assistant winemaker there. You may be familiar with him because, well, this is Harvest Brandon. I'm regular Brandon. I'm the fun one. I'm the one that does all the tech stuff and suffers when he eats like a pig during harvest. All right, so tell us about harvest.
We just got done with harvest last Saturday and haven't had much time to recoup yet. So honestly, I think your content's kind of been in the dumps lately.
Excuse me.
You know, watching it with this beautiful harvest beard right here. The harvest beard is a concept that we don't shave until the last grapes come in, and so I've been
itchy for
growing this
24 months, 2 months
monster for about 2-3 months now. End of August. What is today?
Today's the 11th.
Yeah, it's been a while, so anyways, so harvest. We had a really good harvest this year. It was a late, super hot during the summer, kind of end of August when harvest started. Then we had a cool down period, and then after that, it got really hot again, and so I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how everything ends up in the end. But when we picked at good times, and the sugars turned out well, and acid was pretty good. And I think this is going to be not only is it a bountiful harvest this year, it's going to be some killer freaking wine.
That it is.
Yeah. Speaking of which, right before harvest started, I don't know if anyone mentioned it, but we bottled our Rewind label, 2015 Pinot and a 2014 Malbec. Those have kind of been hiding in the background for a little bit, but I think we should have a little Pinot.
I think we should too. That would be great. My glass has kind of been empty for a little while.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this wine's so exclusive. You, the viewers at home, can't even buy it. Mostly because it's not bonded; it's for personal use. But I thought it'd be cool to throw the Rewind logo on it. Yeah, it's just a great some Paso Robles wine. This Pinot's from the Adelaida district,
which is on the west side.
A little lesser known vineyard out there. Hope to get that Pinot again sometime soon.
That would be awesome.
Actually, this year we brought in some Tannat, so that's going to be fun.
Why are you telling people that?
Who do you pour first when you're the same person?
Me.
I would need wine. Please. Oh, do you?
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. That's good. Good. Not corked. Excellent. Speaking of which, you need some new Pinot glasses. These are...
Pinot we don't drink Pinot that often, and
we hadn't had this bottled until August. And
I get the proper glass.
That's the stuff right there. Just right back over here. So, Harvest was good. Harvest is long though. I think you saw some harvest vlogs featuring me right here. I ran out of content. I apologize. They weren't the longest bit of content, but we did take you outside the studio for the first time in 50 episodes. Not including
did some
interviews you did with the gang.
That counts.
That counts. Just tell us about Harvest. It was fun. It's long and it's arduous. We work 6 days a week, 12 hours a day during the longer parts, sometimes longer. I know my boss is there every single day doing punch downs and all the fun stuff.
Tell us about the fun stuff.
Then we unwind after a long day. That's the part that you didn't get to see. Harvest was really pretty good. I'm really glad that I get to work where I do, and I'm grateful for the opportunities.
Why don't you tell us how you got into wine?
That's good. That is a good question. So I was studying aerospace engineering at Cal Poly. So long ago now, it feels like a distant memory, to be honest. I was a super senior, and I finally got into wine because of a friend, and then I kind of forced myself to like wine at first, because in Washington we grow some good wine, or we make some good wine, and it's kind of been a thing. One of my aunts worked at a winery on weekends, and another one of my aunts said, "Oh, you should just drop aerospace and go into the enology department at Cal Poly." And I should have listened to her back then. Then I was bringing wine home when I finally turned 21 to give to people back home, and I bought this bottle of Syrah from a place in the wine ghetto in Lompoc at the shop, because the standard Syrah that I liked and was trying to bring back was sold out at this wine shop, and asked for a recommendation. And I had this Syrah, and it was a nondescript bottle, a waxed cap. It blew my mind. I think we talked with Hal, and he was talking about the 95 Cab Franc from Midnight Cellars, and this bottle of Syrah from some winery. I don't even remember the name anymore, but it was just so transformative that it made me think, hey, there's something going on here, and there's something beautiful about wine. And I started to get into it. When I was home, we went tasting. When I visited my aunt and uncle in Daly City, we also went wine tasting. Following summer, I went to
14.
Or I looked for a tasting room job for a summer job, and I got this tasting room job at Midnight Cellars, and got really into wine. I got my level 1 SOM certification, and after that, my boss was like, "Hey, you're into wine. Why don't you come down in the cellar and learn how to make it?" And now I'm here. I've been there for 4 years now, and
4, 5.
I really love my job, and every single day I kind of just look around and think, wow, I get to be an assistant winemaker. I get to make wine and live here in this beautiful area, and it's a really awesome thing. And now we're making this to kind of celebrate wine and what we've learned, and share it with you out there.
It is very much true.
Can't really think of much else. I don't
know what else to ask you. Of your wine journey.
It's rewarding when you get to work for a small family winery. It's people that you trust, and You get to learn from people. We also do custom
Wrap it up.
crush, so that means we have other clients that we help make wine for, or they give as much input as they want. So we get to see different grapes that we get to process and see how those turn out. It's very informational, and it's really fun. And like I say, it's a great job. I love it.
I do too.
So hopefully this is my first, or our first split screen.
It's not going well.
Honestly, I have no idea how this interview turned out.
It's been awful.
But thank you for... Fine, you're in charge.
Thank you.
You do it.
Thank you for joining us today here on Rewind. This is Wine with Industry Friends, or actually just Wine with myself. For bschwitty.
Catch you next time.
That was mine. Just remember to comment, like, and subscribe. There's stuff right here.
Yeah, You're looking a little tubby, man.
Me? You're the one that
Seriously.
made us this way. That beard is covering this fat.
is all muscle right here.
That is KFC,
That's
McDonald's.
not going out on your runs.
Because we're working.
Sorry. No, that is me. Sorry.
All right. Thanks for coming.